Benny Parsons and his wife Terry are here. And Benny's a 19... Benny, please stand up. Benny was driving MC Anderson's Chevrolet when he won in 1980, driving in 1977. Chevrolet. Benny's cap in his photo had enough polyester in it that could have started a fire right on the spot. Drivers' uniforms have changed a little bit over the last 30 years. Marvin Patch, and I don't know if Betty's with him, if Marvin and Betty, would you please stand? Marvin and Betty Patch. 1966, driving a 65 Plymouth. We're glad to have these two gentlemen, legends in our industry, still doing great things, and I'm looking forward to having a great night with all of you.
From the elegant confines of Charlotte Motor Speedway Speedway Club, no throwing or you will be removed, it's The Late Show with David Letterman. Tonight, 1997 Coca-Cola 600 champion Jeff Gordon, Tosco's Bill Schrader, and Charlotte Motor Speedway's Humpy Wheeler and Brudensmith. Plus, musical entertainment encore. And now, a man so hot he makes his own gravy, David Letterman.
Thank you. You're far too kind. I know you've been waiting for a long time, not for this, but for our special tribute here to Jeff, and we're really glad to get it underway. Good evening, Charlotte, and welcome to the Charlotte Motor Speedway Late Show. I'm your host, Dave. I'm not the Dave you expected. Well, you know, they were going to get the other Dave, but Union 76 figured they'd have to raise the price of gas to about $4.50 a gallon. You know, the guy doesn't come cheap. I heard that he almost makes as much as Jeff Gordon. We do have a great show for you, though, and after all, how much did you pay to get in? That's kind of what I thought. This is my first visit to the Speedway. I gotta tell you, this place is something else. I took a tour of the condos. Now, who would have thunk it? Condos at a Speedway, right? Yeah. And, you know, but after doing that, I can see there's a couple of pretty good reasons. I mean, number one, nobody's gonna build in front of you. I'm pretty sure about that. Number two, room service. It is fast. I'm talking, you know, fresh towels delivered at 200 miles an hour. And, you know, the number three was, it kind of gives a whole new meaning to the term rush hour traffic. But seriously, the condos are great. I continued on the tour, spent a little time down in the garage. And, you know, if you kind of keep your ears open, you can usually pick up something down there. There's a couple over here that I think are falling asleep, but no, seriously, I was in the garage, and I thought, I believe it was probably Earnhardt that I saw talking to the president of Hair Club for Men. Something about his mustache? But speaking of the wreck in Talladega, did you see that? That was really really amazing. And you know, it reminds me of one of the old timers told me a phrase that I like to repeat, which is, it doesn't make any difference how much you stomp on the brakes when you're skidding on the roof. I think maybe you know, Bill Elliott would agree with that. You know, we're glad he's okay. I understand they took him into the medical center and checked him out because they thought he had broken a couple of McRibs. I don't know. I only saw it on TV, but from what I could see, it looked to me like, you know, it looked to me like maybe it was his McNuggets. You know, NASCAR has really come a long way, and there's a lot of interest now, even from politicians. I heard recently that Al Gore is going to announce his run for the presidency at the next Coca-Cola 600, and he's going to do it right here by throwing out the first chicken bone. But you know, not everybody in politics feels that way about race fans. Jesse Helms, on the other hand, you know, he won't even attend a race. He says he doesn't want to go anywhere where all the cars turn left. And you know, even the toy industry is getting interested in NASCAR. And I don't know if you saw this, but I recently heard that Mattel is coming out with talking action figures of the NASCAR drivers. And I happen to have right here a couple of those. And this is true now. You make it sound like I'm making this up or something. Mattel is coming out with NASCAR talking action figures. Mark Martin is going to say, I just want to thank Valvoline, Goodyear, Race Festas, York Barbells, my barber Joe. You know Mark, right?
Yeah.
The Dale Earnhardt doll, all it's going to say is, Teresa says I can't. Thank you, Stan. Of course, there'll be a Jeff Gordon doll.
I
need gas.
No, it's going to be, hey, Ray and those Rainbow Warriors are awesome. And, you know, the Kyle Petty doll is just going to say, yeah, man. And Rusty Wallace. Well, I don't know, for some reason they decided not to let the Rusty doll talk.